Hey, welcome to day 4 of World War III. I hope you're all enjoying it. I'm here to give you my insights as a soldier and a cold stone killer on what's going on over there in Iran right now. I mean, you better just grab your popcorn and stuff because this shit is going to be just beautiful. But not if you're in the US Navy. You're not going to be happy about this at all. Not at all. So anyways, before I explain to you what Iran's big trap is for Trump, I have to explain some military stuff for you, okay? The biggest strength of the United States Navy is we have nuclear powered aircraft carriers and other nuclear powered ships. And it's not that they're like really hard to sink. I mean, they are hard to sink compared to regular ships, right? But that's not their biggest strength. Their biggest strength is that they're fast and out in the open ocean, they can maneuver and it's really hard to hit them, right? Like it is. So the only advantage the US Navy has is when they're in the open ocean with room to maneuver. Now, in the past 4 days, Iran has sent multiple salvos of ballistic missiles at U.S. Aircraft carriers and Navy ships, and they like hit the flight deck of the USS Lincoln, I think it is, and so they had to run away far, far away. They're like literally they went 1,000 miles away from Iran to get away from Iranian missiles. Right. The point is that Iran has not sank them yet. Um, so they're still out there, the floating menace. All right. So, anyways, like I said, the biggest strength of the U.S. Navy is when they have room to maneuver and they can hide in the open ocean and just avoid getting hit, right? And they're far enough away from Iran's missiles that they can't get hit by them, right? Okay. So now for the big trap. Iran has shut down the Strait of Hormuz. That's the choke point into the Persian Gulf, between the Persian Gulf and the Sea of Oman, I think it's called. So, anyways, um, Iran really wants to sink our battleships, but they're fast and they're far away and they're hard to hit. So, Iran shut down 20% of the world's oil supplies. Like gas in England and Europe has already doubled in price just after a day and a half of no fuel supplies coming out of the Middle East. Uh, so here's the big trap. Iran is like really beefed up with weapons. They got all kinds of missiles, as you've seen the past few days. Iran's got a lot of missiles, right? But our ships are too far away. And every time Iran tries to hit our ships, our Navy just runs away. They're literally hit and runners. Our Navy is a hit and run Navy. Its entire war strategy and combat strategy is to do hit and run attacks. Okay. That's all America's Navy is. It's like East LA blood crip gangs doing drive-bys. That's what our Navy is, except on a naval scale and not just like one low rider driving through your neighborhood with Uzis and shit, right? It's an aircraft carrier and stuff. So they shut down global oil supplies, and now oil prices are going way, way, way up. And Trump doesn't want that because we're coming into an election season, and high gas prices is not good for the party in power here in America. Okay. So he wants to try to bring the oil prices back down. And the way he's going to do that is by stepping into the goddamn trap Iran set for him. So Iran shut down the Strait of Hormuz, And just today, Trump announced to the world that he's going to step in Iran's trap. So the first thing he is, because he's a greedy scumbag criminal, is Trump is wanting to make money off of the war. He's a war profiteer, just like all American presidents and senators and Congress people. They're scumbag criminals that just want to get money off of your blood or their blood or whoever's blood. As long as they're making money, they don't care whose blood they're spilling. That's what Trump is, and that's what America is. So he just today announced that he's going to have one of his rich people clubs provide shipping insurance at affordable prices for all the oil tankers that are trapped in the Persian Gulf that are trying to get out of the Persian Gulf through the Strait of Hormuz into the open ocean so they can deliver their oil to the world. But that insurance is just paper and money, right? Insurance policy is not going to stop Iran from sinking your motherfucking oil tanker, which they've sank like 6 of them right now. And NATO News is censoring everything. So you're not hearing about all the oil tankers that are going to Davy Jones' locker and all that shit. There are a lot of them though. I mean, it's World War III. Naval warfare is just boom everywhere. Like ships are sinking all over the place right now. Anyways, back to the story. So Iran wants to sink our battleship, but they can't because they're fast and they run away before you can hit them. So they shut down that Strait of Hormuz, and Trump, he's going to charge those oil tankers money for insurance because you have to have insurance or you can't sell through ports, right? It's just international law stuff. Okay. It's just like if you're in your car and you get pulled over by the state trooper and you don't have car insurance, you get a ticket. Same thing happens if you're an oil tanker without insurance, except the ticket is way bigger. All right. So Trump, if he wants to make money off of his insurance company for the oil tankers, is he has to make sure they don't get sank. And the only way to make sure the oil tankers do not get sank is by using the United States Navy to escort oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz, that choke point. There's no room to maneuver. All right. So Iran is sucking in the United States Navy into the Strait of Hormuz, right where Iran wants them. Trump is literally doing exactly what Iran wants, which is to get U.S. fucking battleships into the Strait of Hormuz. And as soon as that happens, you're going to watch Iran sinking U.S. battleships. All right, folks, that's what's going to happen. It's probably not going to be an aircraft carrier. They're probably going to use frigates and destroyers and stuff to escort the oil tankers through the strait, right? So our battleships are about ready to play Sink My Battleship, the game in real life. You sank my battleship. Yeah, it's a big trap, and Trump is a dumb fuck, and he's going to walk right the fuck into it. That's what's going to happen. And all of his Pete Hegseths and his whole cabinet and the generals he has in charge of thing, they're ass-kissing morons, so they're going to do exactly what Trump wants. I mean, think about it. I'm just a normal soldier out here watching this war from the bleachers, just like all of you. And I'm like, whoa, Trump's going in for the trap. So like if Private Joe Snuffy out here can figure out that the Hormuz Strait is a motherfucking trap for the U.S. Navy, don't you think that people at the Pentagon and the CIA could figure that out too? Yet no one's telling Trump that this is a bad idea. Nobody. No one's telling him this. So they're going to go into the trap. Our battleships are going to sink. That's what's coming up next in this Iran-America war, folks. And if you have questions, put them in the comments or in the chat, please. Apparently, I'm the only guy on planet Earth that knows how to think ahead and evaluate the battlefield and look at who's setting traps. Okay, the other trap setters going on around here. This is stuff just a couple hours ago in the Mediterranean off the coast of Libya, I believe. Somebody used Ukrainian style boat drones to blow up a Russian oil tanker. Actually, I think it was a propane, a natural gas uh, tanker, actually. And it's currently on fire. No one can put it out. And the question would be like, who would be doing that? It's not Iran. Iran, like Russian ships and Chinese ships are literally the only two nations that are allowed to send ships through the Hormuz Strait. And this ship's not even over in the Persian Gulf. This ship is over in the fucking Mediterranean getting fucking boat drones into it and shit. And so they're going to try to blame it on Ukraine, right? But it's not Ukraine. No, because there's other things that have been happening. Like Aramco was drone struck the other day, and everybody's trying to blame that on Iran. And then Oman, one of the only Gulf nations that is not being hostile towards Iran, um, their oil facilities got blown up too. So we got Saudi Arabia's Aramco, some stuff in Oman, and now a Russian natural gas tanker ship are all getting attacked. And the question is, who's doing it? It's the Jews. Israel is trying to turn Russia and Oman and everybody that's friendly to Iran against Iran. And they're like, Iran is literally attacking their so called allies like Saudi Arabia. It's called a false flag. Israel is false flag attacking Saudi Arabia, Oman, and Russia. That's what's happening. So that's a trap that's happening. And the Russians are like, yeah, we're not falling for your trap, you dumb Jews. And they didn't say it like that, but that's basically what they said. Yeah. So that's what's happening in the world, guys. So any questions on the big trap or what's happening in the war? Iran has blown up at least 2, possibly 3 U.S. embassies. America State Department is now evacuating everybody out of Iraq because the actual Iraqis are attacking all the U.S. bases. Iran blew up some Marines up in the Iraq Kurdistan region because Israel and Trump are trying to mobilize the Kurds to invade Iran because there's a lot of Kurds in Iran too, up in the northern part and their land border with the Iraq Kurdistan. And so they're trying to arm the Kurds and use them to cause civil war stuff happening inside of Iran. And so Iran's already started preemptively striking the Kurds as of today, and the U.S. Marines and stuff that train the Kurds and arm the Kurds and things like that. So that's happening. Yeah. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to mention. You know, Murphy, don't do it. So one other thing I wanted to mention, like how Trump yesterday was bragging about how he destroyed the entire Iranian Navy. Guys, what some of you don't realize is like these fancy ballistic and cruise missiles that fucking Iran has been slamming into Israel for the past 4 days. Some of them are being launched from submarines. What you don't realize is Iran actually has submarines that are launching missiles. Yeah. So as soon as the U.S. ships get into the Strait of Hormuz, Iran's got all their land-based missile systems, and they're going to be launching a shit ton of Russian and Chinese anti-ship missiles into those American battleships. And Iran also has submarines that are going to be launching torpedoes at our battleships. And then Iran still has their ginormous fleet, Mosquito fleet of like fast patrol boats that are going to be launching missiles at our battleships. And as soon as a U.S. battleship sells into the Hormuz, Strait of Hormuz, it's going to get unloaded on with a shit ton of missiles from all directions, from underwater, from over the water, from around the water, from everywhere. That's what I can say. That's the big trap. That's what Israel's doing. It's World War III. Everything's fucked. our leaders are evil scumbag, baby raping morons, and they're going to do the dumbest shit possible and make every mistake possible you can make when you're fighting competent military, because America's not used to fighting a competent military. America only picks on third world shitholes that don't know how to operate properly. And now they're going up against Iran, which has a shit ton of very skilled, very experienced, very educated, strategic thinking motherfuckers. So yeah, that's what I got. So I'll be back when other cool shit's there to talk about. Um, Summary is America. Oh, yeah, just seeing how they came out in your news in America's telling you we've only lost like 6 soldiers in the Iran war. Yeah, it's like probably over 1,000 at this point with all the new bases that Iran just blasted over the past couple of hours, combined with the ones they've blasted over the past 4 days. If you're on my Facebook, I got videos of all this that shows you on video that there's no fucking way only 6 people have been killed. All right. Because Iran is flattening our bases. Like they're totally flattened. Where is she going now? My God, she is really tweaked out. Our methed out neighbor that's getting evicted just walked out and she's tweaked out like a motherfucker. There's been cops in and out of her. Party time. Wait, I'm not buying booze today. But yeah, this is like, what is she doing? It's like watching tweakers in the wild. Okay. It's just, and she just put her hoodie up. So she looks like the Beavis and Butthead right now, walking down the road. And she's doing that tweaker walk. You can tell she's like on a lot of meth right now. I think she's going to go shoplifting. I'm pretty sure she's heading out to do some shoplifting. Anyways, folks, smoke them if you got them. Stock up on water, gas, food, things that you can use for barter in the apocalypse. Mid-shelf booze is good for that. It lasts forever, and good shelf life and stuff. TP, yeah, stock up on the TP for sure. It's kind of what I got right now. We're all fucked. That's the moral of the story. We're all pretty fucked. So have a good day. I'm going to get some water from the store so I can make my afternoon coffee. And then we're going to walk some doggies. And I think tomorrow I'm going to put the new alternator in. It's like raining off and on. And I'm still kind of hungover from all the vodka. And so I'm just being lazy, kind of, sort of. That's what I got. I don't know. I'll do something. I might change my mind and put the new alternator on today, but I'm thinking tomorrow. Don't know yet. I'm going to go stalk the tweaker neighbor and see if she's heading out to do some shoplifting. So, yeah, like, share, subscribe. I'm the only one that knows what's actually happening in this world, apparently. And yeah, those folks have a death wish. And so when I have new Lou Hammer combat insights on who's setting traps and shit like that, I'll be back and let you know. Have a good day.